Dobro veche, Divine Pisces, 222. So, I know I stated this before. I'm going to be doing something kind of different now, from now on, for my readings. As far as twin flames go, definitely still kind of focusing on that, but really more towards inner union, the journey, talking about the different energies and where they're at, what they're facing, what they're healing, what they're clearing, so on and so forth. I will say right now, I definitely feel specifically the masculine energy is clearing. They're clearing some trust issues. I do feel that. Like, some of them are, most of them right now, are really clearing some major trust issues. They are really wanting, and it's really sad, they are wanting so bad to be able to trust those around them. Specifically, I'm getting something, definitely to do with parents, some inner child stuff coming up here. They're wanting so badly to trust the people around them. And, most people are that way. Most people are good, Divine Masculine, I do feel, believe it or not, whether you call your Divine Masculine, a narcissist or whatever, a lot of them deep down are in very abusive situations. Most of them, in fact, pretty much all of them at this point, are empaths, okay? They do pick up very quickly on energies. A lot of them, because of this, I feel like a lot of them are really sensitive. And so they hide behind things. They hide behind material things. They hide behind behaviors, things like that. Not condoning, behaviors, because some of them, have behaved horribly. But a lot of them, they are deep down, they're literally they're just little boys. They're literally little boys, little girls, whatever, children, wanting the acceptance and the love of those around them, specifically the ones closest to them, possibly parents, family, whatever. And they'll do anything to get that, even put themselves into abusive situations and remain in abusive situations. And I feel that right now, a lot of Divine Masculines are done. Now, have they walked away? Some of them have. I do feel that some of them have walked away from abusive situations, but they're still dealing with the after effects of that. They're still dealing with the guilt. They're dealing with the energetic residual, like, basically byproduct of walking away from a situation, being gaslighted, being guilted, being, maybe called names, basically desperate behavior to possibly keep them in these situations. Now, this could be anything. This could be a spouse situation or a partnership, okay? It could be a job. It could literally be a family situation, maybe they're acting outside of what their family expects them to do. So their family's trying to reel them back in by any means necessary, even by, guilting them or shaming them or threatening them with expulsion or with being shunned, things like that, okay? And this happens a lot, and I do feel that the masculine energy, just in general, they're battling some really significant emotional wounding here, okay? Some of them are not really ready to come out and talk about it. Some of them are not even ready really to admit just how long they have let some of these abusive cycles continue. I mean, I'm talking some massively abusive situations, guys, with Divine Masculine. Okay? I'm not condoning behavior, okay? But when you understand the behavior, it makes it a lot easier, I think, to still love the person, even though you don't necessarily accept the behavior. And I think this is where Divine Masculine is having a problem, is having a crossroads. They are equating acceptance with love, or, that sort of thing. And so what they're feeling like is happening is not, maybe they've done something in the past that somebody did not expect or did not accept, so therefore they thought that person didn't love them anymore, something of that effect. Or if they act outside of what they're expected to do, that people close to them won't love them anymore. So they're kind of using the same mentality with these situations. I still love this person, so therefore I have to put up with abuse in order to appease this person so that they'll love me still, or that I can prove that I love them. So therefore I stay in an abusive situation. Do you see the dynamic here? It's actually very significant that this is coming up, because Divine Feminine, a lot of Divine Feminines, okay, as a mirror, accepted toxic behaviors from their Divine Masculine for an incredibly long period of time because of what? Well, we were, Divine Feminine specifically, was not understanding that just because you have unconditional love for somebody, that you can walk away from a situation that is not good. Okay? And I think that is where Divine Feminine has finally gotten to the point where she's like, okay, I can love you from a distance, whoever you are. It could be Divine Masculine, it could be a karmic situation, whatever. Okay? I can love you from a distance. I don't have to put up with abusive behavior. Right? So it's like Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, obviously in juxtaposition at this point. Okay? But they are also literally mirroring. Okay? So you have Divine Masculine coming into the realization that that love does not necessarily equal acceptance, and it's skipping, so you know what I'm saying is true. Okay? Love does not necessarily equate with acceptance. Okay? These are the conditions that have been placed on love for them. Okay? So Divine Masculine is coming to that realization. A lot of them, again, are walking away from very abusive situations. Okay? Like I literally see like a Divine Masculine just saying, okay, like I love you, but I've got to go. Clear. I don't know whose masculine that is, but I literally see a masculine saying to somebody, just like, look, I have put up with this for a really long time. You may not know this, but the things that you do and the things that you say hurt me. And I need to get out of this situation. You can do whatever you want. You can threaten me any way you want, but I know that this is the right thing. Like I literally, feel like there is a turning point coming for Divine Masculines. And they're either going to stay in their illusions, okay, which the illusion is, of course, that they have to stay where they are because they have no other choice, right? Or B, they're going to see the truth of the situation and realize that they can change it if they so choose, okay? And that they can embrace the truth and that they can move forward with integrity, okay? Which will lead them to their mission, which will lead to them to their path, which will lead them back to their Divine Feminine, okay? So I do feel there will be a split, okay? Because there is free will, okay? There are going to be some Divine Masculines who choose not to do that, okay? For whatever reason, all right? And I know I've been saying this for a while about Plan B and what that means, and I know I'm not the only reader who has said this. If that is the case with your counterpart and you are ready, okay, you will have a Plan B, whatever that Plan B may be, okay? It could be it could be a soulmate entering, it could be somebody to help you with your mission, it could be a multitude of things, okay? So just understand that. So Divine Masculine in the energy of walking away from abusive situations, okay, and dealing with the aftermath of that. Divine Feminine, I feel at this point, a lot of you have already pretty much energetically disconnected from your counterparts. You can't fully disconnect, but I feel like a lot of you have just said, okay, Okay, so talking about abusive situations, enough is enough. I'm not going to abuse myself anymore. I am going to step away from this situation because I know what I'm doing here is not healthy. Clear. Right? So again, mirroring, right? So Divine Feminine also taking a look really at herself at this point, and some of you are still in some really abusive karmic situations, okay? And some of you have just, you are basically at that point where you're like, you know what, if I don't get out of this situation, I'm going to explode, right? I'm going to explode, okay? So that being said, I really feel that some Divine Feminines are going to break it off completely with their counterparts. A, okay, clear. Or B, leave some really damaging karmic situations that they've been in for a long time. Now, I think the tendency here for Divine Feminine is to beat herself up for allowing situations to go on for as long as they did. I know because I went through that myself, and it took me a long time to get out of that, okay? I could not accept myself. I could not accept the things that I had, that had led me to the situation I was in, and for, letting it happen for as long as it did. So I understand that mentality, clear. But you can't sit there and blame yourself, okay, when you got it. You're good. You learned the lesson. You figured it out. Good job, okay? So there's no reason to sit there and beat yourself up about it, Divine Feminine, okay? Right now what you need to do, that's a waste of energy. Right now what you need to do is take that energy and you need to focus it, okay, into manifesting what it is you want, okay? The energies are thus, okay? There is something coming. I've been saying that there's something coming in October. There is something coming in October. There's some sort of window, portal, whatever you want to call it, coming in October, okay? Something is going to happen in September that is basically gonna kind of steamroll us into whatever's gonna happen in October. There's also there's a huge, I feel, a trigger, possibly a massive trigger coming in September that is gonna go across the collective. It's going to sweep across the collective, and everyone's just gonna be like, what? What just happened? Like I just feel so many people are just gonna be like, I want to crawl back under my rock, like right now, but you can't, okay? Those of you who are being called up to serve, and honestly, pretty much everybody who's waking up this year or has woken up in previous years to this point, you are being called up for service, okay? And I've had people comment on my channel, I don't understand it. I don't understand why you think you light workers or whatever are better than everybody else. No, that's not the point. If you are here, if you are watching this, you are a light worker. Wake up. You are also being called into service, okay? We need you. We need you. Wake up, please, okay? Stop fighting everybody else and get on the same team for once. Why are we fighting each other, okay? This is in the spiritual community. It is like worldwide. Just look at what's happening right now. Why are we fighting each other? We have more in common than we don't. Okay? We are all children of the light, of God, of Source, or whatever you want to call it. Okay? So those of you who are watching right now, you are a light worker. You are being called to wake up. You are being called into action. There's something going to be coming in October, but September is what's going to set it off. There's something that's going to set it off in September. And then by October, there's going to be some sort of, I don't know, transformation, or possibly, I know I've been talking about this for a while, about the split. I do feel in terms, okay, let's talk about the twin flame dynamic, okay? There is going to be a split, okay? There is either going to be the road to union with your counterpart or the road to inner union without your counterpart. Does that make sense? Either way, the whole point of union is self-union, is inner union, okay? And I feel like whatever's going to happen in September, okay, is basically going to fast track one way or the other into October. Does that make sense? Like middle of September to middle of October, I'm getting this window, like a 30-day period of time. Okay, I guess we'll see what happens. All right, so I did pull some cards to kind of end this out. All right, so it's not funny. It's just, yeah, you look. If you don't think this is a call to action from Source, wow, wake up. Wake up, okay? And those of you who are afraid to step into mission, those of you who are afraid to move forward, remember Source has your back. Source called you up because Source knew you could handle this, and so did you when you signed on to it. Okay, don't back out now. All right? Some of you are afraid. Don't be afraid. No fear. No fear. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of, really? Yeah. Look at that. Okay? Transformation. That's what I'm talking about. So we are being transformed right now. A lot of us are releasing some major negativity right now. Major negativity, and there's a reason for that. There's a reason why the energy is so heavy, okay? Just go with it, okay? Release what you need to release. You know, maybe a cycle is repeating for you right now. Maybe you feel like you can't get rid of the cycle. I feel like there's a lot of resentment coming in for a lot of people. Like I feel you might be clearing some resentment. And this could be self-resentment. I've been saying this for a while. Some of us are dealing with self-guilt. Okay? Stop abusing yourself. You've got to clear that out. Okay? Wow. Okay, this came up this morning. Wow. The wisdom of the divine feminine. That's exactly what I just said. Okay? And this isn't just for divine feminine specifically. The feminine energy itself is rising into power, basically. Right? The spiritual side of life. The spiritual side of life, I think, has become more pronounced. Like more people are ready to talk about their spiritual experiences than they were maybe even 5-10 years ago. Because it's becoming more mainstream. Like more people are coming out and speaking up about their experiences and about their journeys and the things that even in Hollywood, like you see this happen, you know, a lot, you know. So don't be afraid to speak up, guys. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Say what you need to say. Embrace the spiritual side of things, okay? So looking at divine masculine, yes, boom, that's it. Perception. So divine masculine is seeing the truth here. Their perception is changing. He is changing because his reality is changing. That's exactly what I said. He's starting to see the truth for what it is. Now, some of them are going to crawl back under their rock. They're going to say, nope, bye. Pull the covers back over their heads, hit the snooze button, whatever. But some of them, a lot of them, most of them are going to be like, yeah, no, this situation's got to go. I can't do this anymore. Okay? It's not real. It's not true. It's not true. Okay? Divine feminine, wow, into action. Let's go. Divine feminine, move. You got to move. That's exactly what I said too. Divine feminine's ready to move. Move on. Okay? Get your ducks in a row, whatever. Manifest like crazy. Get yourself moving. It's time. And connecting energies, 2 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so see, this is what I just said. Okay? Some of you, your connections coming, I'm telling you, whatever work you've been doing, all right, there's going to be some sort of trajectory. It's going to split. There's going to be a split, okay, with the collective, with the connections. Just go with it, okay? Just go with it, all right? I really don't know what else to say, really. I just feel that you've got to trust it. You've got to trust what's happening. You have to, okay? There's a reason for it. It's going to be okay. You will get a plan B, okay? All right, so divine masculine to divine feminine. Boom. Divine feminine to divine masculine. Wow. Wow. All right, and I'm going to pull, yeah, we're going to do this. Message from Spirit. Clear. Okay? I mean, wow, right? All right, what does this say? Yes, you've got to increase your energy. This is exactly, yes, get your butt moving, okay? Those of you, again, you're being called into action, okay? You've got to raise your vibration. This energy that's been going on for a while is very, very heavy. It's very heavy. It's got to be cleared out. You've got this, okay? This specifically says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for filling me with the unlimited energy of divine love and light. Amen. Amen. Okay? Raphael's got you. Okay? You are, as I stated, the very, very first card that came out, you have help from above. Okay? So remember that. All right, guys. I hope this has helped. If it has, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.